Okay, so I wanted to do another psychic analysis of this Mauna Loa volcanic eruption in Hawaii. And the first thing I did was check the sort of numerology or symbolism of the number 200. Because right now they're saying that it's most likely this lava flow is going to sort of shut down or close Highway 200. Okay, well, searching that number, it says that this is number is corresponded with the Hebrew letter resh. Okay, and searching that, it basically means the lion's mouth. Okay, and what is interesting about that is that the lion's mouth is mentioned in the Bible under this verse here, Daniel 6:22. My God sent his angel and he shut the mouths of lions. Okay, so here's this lava flow that may shut down Highway 200, right? It's shutting the mouths of lions. Okay, and what's even more interesting is that this highway is actually called the Daniel Anaway Highway. Okay, so then you have all these sort of synchronicities and connections here. Okay. And they also say that the number two, or this rush letter, is associated with the Judgment Tarot card, which I mentioned in other videos. And right, that's also associated with upheaval, right? And the number 200 is also associated with those 200 fallen angels. Okay. And right, these 200 fallen angels that are mentioned in the book of Daniel. So another Daniel connection there. And some texts also say that these fallen angels had unions with humans and they gave birth to the Nephilim, okay, these giants, okay, and they have these sort of various connections, right? I think some of them appeared in that um, Noah's Ark movie, but they said that like the flood sort of took out these giants. And what's interesting is that in this Aztec history, they also said that there was giants that were sort of wiped out by a flood as well. So some more synchronicities and connections there. Now, for how long this sort of eruption is going to last, well, one idea is 200 days, right? Since that's having such a strong sort of synchronicity and connection, I would say that's a possibility that it would last 200 days, and that would be on June 15th, 2023. And since I was led to these sort of Bible verses before, I wanted to do the same with this date, which would be about 6:15. Okay, and one is basically about Daniel being tossed in the den of lions. Okay, and then the one for Revelation 6:15, it says, "Then the kings of the earth, the princes, the generals, the rich, the mighty, and everyone else, both slave and free, hid in caves and among the rocks of mountains." Okay, so this was connected to this sort of sixth seal, where they were talking about like earthquakes and volcanoes, right? Because then it says, "The sun turned black like a sackcloth made of goat hair. The whole moon turned blood red." Okay. And that is right. They're talking about how the ash is affecting the sky, the sun. The sky has been turning red as well. The moon turned the blood red. So I would say there's a strong possibility that it will last 200 days. Some other days I considered were 119 days. And because I looked at the astrological transits of this Hawaiian eruption and the Tongan eruption as well, because I feel like this could be connected, at least loosely connected. And that was And then I found the next sort of significant Cancer transits, okay, which would be March 25th, where Mars will enter Cancer. Okay, so I just took that, and it was so I took the Hawaiian eruption date and this March 25th date, and that was 119 days. Okay, so I feel like that could be another possibility between 119 days and 200 days, or just 119 days or 200 days. And I searched, I searched sort of the numerology of 119, and one connection is with a person crying, okay, which kind of reminded me of like Pele's tears, right? People have been talking about that. So 200 or 119, leaning towards more 200, okay. And then another thing I did was take the days between this Tongan volcanic eruption and this Hawaiian volcanic eruption, okay? Right? Because there's this almost, in this shift, in this cosmic reset, there's almost this, clock like vibe. So I'm just playing around with these dates, and there will be 316 days. There was 316 days between these eruptions, and that searching that, like 316 in Daniel is Daniel 3:16. It says, talks about King Nebuchadnezzar. We do not need to defend ourselves before you in this manner. If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us from us, and He will deliver us. Okay, so there's that sort of um, this has this sort of volcanic vibe, right? If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, which some people have made that sort of connection. Okay, so just more sort of synchronicities and connections and that type of thing.